I had to come to the emergency room. They about to do a pelvic exam. Don't want it. I know. And I'm so scared. I'm terrified. I'm so terrified, Lord. I'm so terrified. Tired and I'm terrified. Hey y'all. So, the story for the emergency room visit today. So let's start. So I when this video gets posted, I would have already posted the video from doing Kiera's hair, my daughter. That weekend, which was the 22nd, that Friday, she got out of school. I started doing her hair. But before that, the weekend before that, I had a real sharp pain in my back. Right, is when it started. Sharp pain in my back. It started in my back, whatever. So with that, I was taking the pain. Right, I'm thinking it's just kidney stones or whatever. I've never had any. Never have I had kidney stones, kidney infection, bladder infection, anything to do with my kidneys. The only thing is I'm sorry, I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm tired. I've been going through hell for the last 2 days. 3 days, literally, right? Okay, so, well, for the last 2 weeks. But, okay, so, Good Friday, Talib needs to go out of town. And I have the day off. My job, we have it off. So, I am cleaning, right? Clean everywhere. Clean. Well, I clean front room, dining room, or clean front room, bathroom, and the back room where wash clothes at. So I'm like, okay, clean up. I'm cleaning everywhere to get it situated for Easter or whatever, because I wanted to clean for Easter. When I say around 1 o'clock, sharp pain in my back. And I'm like, what the fuck about my kidneys, right? So I'm like, OMG, can't move, can't do anything, like I'm stuck. So this is Friday. So I lay down, and I think nothing of it, because I'm thinking it's just take some azo pills. I got cranberry juice and I got azo pills that weekend, and none of it helped. Like, I mean, it helped a little bit, but it was just excruciating pain, right? Like, painful. I've never had this issue before. So, with that, Easter passed, but the week of the 22nd, I was still in pain. So I got Friday the 22nd off. I was able to get the 22nd off from work. So I did nothing but rest literally, and then Kiera comes home from school and I did her hair. So you guys seen in that video I was extremely irritated, and I was much so in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. But with that, I did her hair. And it's only 22nd. So that's a week in, right? That's a whole weekend, because it happened on the 15th is when it started. And so that Sunday I had a real sharp pain cramp, right? And with that cramp, I mean, it passed, but it was real painful. Sunday, which was 24th. So Monday I started a new position at my job, right? I am no longer in the call center. I am now a member advocate. 1. So with that, I am no longer with the call center. So I have a new manager. And Monday I had a meeting with three. It's me and 2 other reps that got hired on. to the new position, right? So we had a meeting with our manager. Had a meeting. Through the meeting, I was in pain. Like, all I do all day is sit. I mean, I do sit in the car. You know, I sit at my desk or not. So I was in pain, excruciating pain all day long Monday. Like, it was painful. To sit up is painful. To lay down, I'm like fucking amazing. I'm A01, A-OK, right? To lay down, I'm good. But when I sit up, it hurts. Like right now, I'm okay because I have naproxen. She gave me some naproxen. I got naproxen, whatever. But before, OMG, I was dying, like literally dying. I've never had kidney stones, never had gallstones, never had any kidney issues. So here we go, Monday, dying. While I'm dying, I'm calling Eskenazi. So after I get off my meeting, can you please turn it off, turn it down? After I get off my meeting, after I get out of my meeting with my manager, my new manager, I call Eskenazi, which I go to Eskenazi bullshit. Eskenazi talking about excellent care, whatever. But anyways, I go to Eskenazi, right? So me going to Eskenazi, I called them. 40-minute wait, 40-minute hour wait, literally hour wait. I was literally on hold for 40 minutes to an hour for them to get a rep on the line to tell me that she'll have to have a nurse call me back, right? So with that, got on the phone. I'm talking to the little chick, registration, whatever, on the phone from Eskenazi for making an appointment. And I'm like, I need a next day appointment. She was like, well, I can't give a next day appointment. The one who can do that will be a nurse, a triage nurse or whatever, with the West Side Clinic or whatever. So I'm like, okay, have a nurse call me back. And she was like, I have a nurse call you back. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So with that, the nurse called me like right back, but I had to auto back in. So with me autoing back in, I got a call. And I got a call. Right when I got a call, she calls. The nurse calls us. So, okay, I get on the phone. I'm like, can you hold real quick? She holds for a minute. I'm getting information from the provider. Then when I get the provider done, I put her on mute. And I'm like, I yell for Talib. Talib, come get the phone because I have to, assist the provider, right? So Talib comes in and he grabs the phone and he's talking to him. And he's like, and the nurse is telling him that she needs to speak with me. Okay, that's fine. So, but if you can wait, that'd be fine. I mean, I have to place the rep on hold because she has like 3 claims. So I have to place her on hold while I research her claim, right? So, I mean, I can talk to you while I have you on hold and I'll research it real quick, right? But she couldn't hold, right? So she tells him that I have to do the same process that I just did, 40 minutes to an hour hold, right? In excruciating pain. Mind you, I'm at work. Irritated. I'm irritated to the max. So, he hangs up and he tells me you gotta call back and all the bullshit. So after that, I put in a request for a urgent day off for Tuesday. Put in a request for an urgent day off Tuesday and went about my day, standing up, rocking back and forth, just waiting for the day to end. And then I went into my one-on-one with my new manager. And with that, in pain. I'm just in pain, right? So I'm in pain, and I get confirmation from our scheduling team that they gave me Tuesday off, right? So with that, at 4:40, I call Eskenazi because I get off at 5. So I call Eskenazi at 4:40 so I can talk to her to see if I can get a next day appointment, right? So when I get on the line with one of the reps, they answer the phone for scheduling. He's like, he gonna place me on hold because my sister's or whatever. He placed me on hold to see if he can reach out to a nurse. So when he called over there, the nurses closed their line at 4:45 or whatever. So with that being said, or 4:55, whatever he said. So he wasn't able to get anybody online, but he said he'll place a request for a triage nurse from the hospital to call me, right? So the hospital nurse calls me and she tells me that she's going to put in a request. She asked me my question, asked me how with pain and whatnot. Asked me, what was the issue, and I told her. And so she's like, I could take ibuprofen or Tylenol. And I'm like, why would I take anything to go through my kidneys? Because I'm in excruciating pain. I don't want to take anything. And she's like, but she'll have a triage nurse from the West Side Clinic because I go to the West Side Clinic. This is the hospital. I go to the West Side Clinic, so she'll have a triage nurse from the West Side Clinic call me in the morning. And I'm like, the fuck? But see, mind you, I got Tuesday off, so I was like, okay, whatever. So the next morning comes, and while the kids is getting ready, up and ready for school, I call at 7:40, Eskenazi West Side Center, and with me calling the West Side Center, I get someone on the line, and she gets a nurse on the line, and the nurse gives me a same day appointment, 9 o'clock. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. Thank you. So, go take a shower, get dressed, get ready. Not bleeding at all. I'm not bleeding at all. So I go get a shower, get dressed. Mind you, I came off my period, my menstrual, on the 14th of April. So I go and I go to the urgent care, go to the doctor, and I see I don't know how to pronounce her name. They call her Dr. E. She's really sweet. She's really nice. She tells me, it sounds like you have a really bad kidney stone. And she says, it sounds like it. I'm like, okay. She says, they really can't, they really can't diagnose it without seeing it. They need to see it. How they going to see it would be CAT scan, x-ray. They can't do no CAT scan because it could take up to 3 months to get an appointment and all sort of shit. And I guess while I was there, she was going to do a scan. But what happened was, she said, go pee. So I went to go pee. Came back. When I came back, the nurse came in and got my urine. She was like, let me go ahead and get this tested for you. So she tested my urine, and then the nurse comes back, medical assistant, whoever she is, she comes back and she hands me my discharge papers. Where's my discharge papers? This is from... So he just gave me a urine test. He says I'm not pregnant. So she gives me... Where is my discharge? Oh, is this it? No, it's spray and stuff. Where's my discharge papers? There's any papers over there. Well, anyway, she gives me my discharge papers, right? So she gives me my discharge papers, and she's like, you can go. And I'm like, are you sure I can go? I was like, is it okay if I go? And she was like, yeah, it's fine. She was like, the doctor is going to send a test out because your pregnancy test came back negative. She was like, your the test that we tested for bacterial, I guess, or whatever, in your urine came back negative, right? So with that, she was like, yeah. I was like, so you're telling me I can go? Mind you, the doctor hadn't came back in, right? So she's like, yeah, you can go. So I leave. I'm tired. My back hurt, and she says that she's gonna call if they'll call me with medicines that they're gonna give me if they give me any after my lab work come back my urine come back because they didn't find nothing right now, right? So I get home, and when I get home, the doctor calls me, and she's like, Miss Shelton. The doctor calls me, and she's like, you're not in the room. And I'm like, no, ma'am, because your nurse just released me. And she was like, I didn't tell her to do that. She said, I came back and you were gone. And she was like, what? She said, what we're going to do is, she said she's going to send me over some medicine for kidney stones. And she said she'll send me over some medicine for anti-inflammatory naproxen. And then she said, take that for the pain as needed and take your medicine for the stones how it's prescribed. And she was like, if you have any sharp pains, go to the emergency room. Mind you, her phone was breaking in and out, so I really couldn't hear half the stuff she was telling me. But I was like, okay, because all I know is I was tired, and I just was just tired. And so I get off the phone with her. And then when I get off the phone with her, I feel a sharp cramp, like 30 minutes later, a sharp cramp, sharp cramp. And I'm like, what the fuck? And after that, I feel, I'm wet. And I'm like, OMG, I hope. Because I know the little chick said that I had a little bit of blood in my urine, right? And I'm like, maybe it's because I'm about to start my menstrual. Then I'm like, I came off on the 14th. I already had my menstrual this month, right? So I'm like, that just don't make no sense. So I go and I call back, wait again, and with me waiting again, I get somebody on the phone and they conference the nurse in, and what they conference the nurse in, the nurse says she'll call me back. She's gonna consult with the doctor and call me back. So the nurse consults with the doctor, calls me back, and she says, doctor says get the medicine that Dr. E prescribed. He was like, she said that the doctor said get the medicine Dr. E prescribed, take that and see how it does. She says if the bleeding persists, go to the emergency room. Okay, so after that was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. When I tell you, I was just flowing. It's horrible. I don't know. TMI, a lot of information, clots and all, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just losing it. It's just coming. Every time I go pee, it comes out. And so with that, they all night long. It's just horrible, and I'm tired, and I'm literally sleeping. I slept from 9 last night to this morning, right? So this morning I call into work and I'm telling them I still have the issues that I have from yesterday that moved over to today. So now I'm gonna go to the emergency room. So I call Eskenazi Westside Clinic, the clinic that I go to, and the rep that got on the phone. She said, the first person that got on the phone, she said, there's notes on here that says if the bleeding persists, tell her to go to the emergency room. So I go to the emergency room. Go to the emergency room this morning. And that's where you see my clips, my little tool. I didn't get too many clips. I was tired now. And it's just the whole fact of bleeding. I just don't like bleeding. I just don't. So, I go to the emergency room and he does the pelvic exam. And when he does the pelvic exam, he comes back and he's like, everything's fine. He's like, when we see this, he said, this is just, I am bleeding. He's like, it's just excessive bleeding. He's like, there's nothing that we can really do. It's like I guess he said sometimes it just happens. He's like, it's not, and then when my discharge paper says dysfunctional, it says, dysfunctional urine bleeding. Dysfunctional urine bleeding. Ovarian. So it says this dysfunctional urine bleeding, also called abnormal urine bleeding, is a condition in which bleeding is abnormal and occurs at unexpected times of the month. This happens because of change in the hormones that help control a woman's menstrual cycle each month. The bleeding may be heavier or lighter than normal. If you have heavy bleeding often, this could lead to a problem called anemia. I have anemia. With anemia, your red cell count is low. Red blood cell help carry oxygen through To treat dysfunctional urine bleeding, medicines are often tried first. If these don't help, or if you have additional symptoms or have reached menopause, further testing and treatments may be needed. Discuss all your options with your provider. 8. So it's just dysfunctional. I'm bleeding. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else. Just scary, y'all, when you see big clumps. And I just don't. I just don't know. I'm just tired, and so that's my story time. Sorry for the hair. Sorry for the hair. Sorry the way I look, but I am extremely tired. Oh, and I done ate a piece, and yes, it's in the front room. And yes, I had me some chocolate cake. I mean, chocolate icing. I wanted, Talia gave me, I wanted cake and ice cream. I wanted some cake and ice cream. I wanted strawberry ice cream. I wanted chocolate ice cream, and I wanted white. I wanted Napoleon. Talia brought me this from Kroger's. This is a little, it's called a vanilla celebration cake. I'm very upset because I wanted cake with buttercream icing.
Who eats
vanilla? I wanted a vanilla cake, so it's vanilla cake with vanilla icing though. And I wanted Napoleon ice cream, but he didn't give me no Napoleon ice cream. He got me chocolate, and then he messed around and got some peanut butter chocolate pretzel. Fucking Haagen-Dazs. $3.50. He paid $3.50 for the ice cream. A little tub. So upset. But I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. So I guess it's just, that's what it is. Like, it was nothing major. I thought it was super major. It was extremely scary. But it wasn't that major. I'm okay. Thank God. Yeah, let's thank God. Thank God for another day, and just thank God because I'm here and I'm alive. So I'm about to take me another naproxen because I am in pain, and I'm about to go to sleep because I am tired. But you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Happy week. I do have another video. I just posted the video of Kiera. I have my April Kroger's haul, and I'm gonna do my Sam's Club haul. I was gonna do it this weekend, but I think I'm gonna do it next weekend.
But don't forget to
I've been going through it, y'all.
But don't forget to like and subscribe to the other videos.
I've been going through it. My mental to my health, right? I haven't been posting because of my mental. I haven't been posting because YouTube is very, 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 very. YouTube can be very, very, very depressing at sometimes. Like, it really can. And then everything else that was going on. I was worried about the job. I was worried about a lot of things. And then I got the job. And now my health. I just don't know. But I love y'all. And I thank y'all so much for watching. Tune in. I have more videos coming. Summertime's hitting. We about to be out. We about to be in the yard. We about to be out and about. So I just can't wait. But thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Become a part of the family. You know what I mean? Just become a part of the family. I love y'all. I love everybody. And I gratefully appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Don't forget to